Coming up.
Does anybody say Mississippi in their head when they do these?
I do not, but I like that. Super slow-mo.
Personal trainer Morgan Shapiro counts us into the new year the best way she knows how, with extra reps. Did you know your genetics might hold the secret to your ideal diet? We speak to a functional nutritionist to find out how. Speaking of diet, if there's no room for meat, a South Florida chef will show you how to make soy taste like chicken. All of that and more is today on SoFlo Health. Hello and welcome to SoFlo Health. I'm Hunter Franke and Happy New Year. It's 2022 and when many of us began 2021, we thought to ourselves, I can't wait to get back out there and get back to normal and put all this COVID stuff behind us. And entering 2022, we're thinking the same thing. And some people have gone back to the office and other people are working from home or remotely completely and others are somewhere in between. But it doesn't matter where you're working or what you're doing, there's probably a point in your day where you're sitting at a desk for a period of time in front of a computer, a laptop, at a table, wherever you are. So we want to help you start your new year off right by taking care of yourself even while you're at the office or at the desk. So today I am at my home office to show you just how to do that. Of course, the new year has begun, so you know what that means. It's time to hit the gym and change that diet. And when it comes to your diet, functional nutritionist Meryl Brandwine joins us to talk to us about how our genes can give us clues as to which foods are best for us. We're at the Brandwine Institute for Nutrition and Wellness, and I'm joined by Meryl Brandwine herself.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
Please tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I am a registered dietitian, licensed nutritionist, and I practice functional medicine nutrition.
And we're here today to talk about something particularly special to what you do.
Absolutely.
And that's genomics.
Yes. Genomics is really an area of, well, partly of medicine and nutrition that understands what the nuances, so this gets technical, but it's like our own individual blueprint.
Okay.
Right, so not to be confused with genetics, which we cannot change. Genomics are these little typos in our DNA that change or predispose us for certain health conditions. So if you're predisposed to cardiovascular disease and we can see in your genetics that, oh, maybe you're headed down that way with the current lifestyle and diet and exercise that you're doing, how do we help you change that?
And what a beautiful thing to be able to do.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
And in front of us, we have a Kabocha Squash.
Yes. So you pick this up in the store. It is a gourd, right? Lots of vitamins, lots of minerals, lots of good fiber.
Yeah.
So we're just going to put this together, very, very simple ingredients. We're going to make it a little sweet. We've got a little maple syrup in there because this is very earthy.
Yes.
And it's great if you like the earthy flavor.
Yeah.
I like a little bit of sweet there, so we're going to add some things. And even the ingredients that we're using, herbs and spices speak to our genetics.
Yeah.
They really, really help our bodies shift and shift on certain anti-inflammatory compounds and things like that. So we're going to use all of these things here to talk to our genes.
Great. Yep. That's good.
Yeah. You know, we've got one body. Taking care of it requires a little bit of work.
And the more you're familiar, the easier it is to do. Say you're somebody that doesn't really like potatoes a whole lot.
Right.
But you try this out and you like Kabocha Squash and you're like, hey, this is a way for me to get some healthy carbohydrate without just always reaching for the chips or the refined flours and things like that. So
absolutely.
Yeah, this is delicious and you've shared so much great information with us today.
Always
we really
a pleasure.
appreciate it.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yep. New year, new me. That's what everybody says around this time of year, right? Well, for good reason. People just want to do better. But instead of giving you a list of how to be healthier in 2022 or the top 10 ways from whoever, we are going to consult the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, one of the most famous personal development books of all time that has helped a lot of people get to where they want to go, but will help you relate it to your health. So let's start with habit 1. The first habit is one of the easiest to understand, and that's to be proactive. It's exactly what it sounds like. If you can do something sooner than later, be proactive and get to it. The second habit is to begin with the end in mind. What does that mean? Well, before you start something new, ask yourself, why are you doing it? Or maybe you set your goals out ahead of time, you write them down, you post them on your mirror so you keep them at top of mind. Doesn't matter how you go about it, what's most important is that you always think about why you're pursuing a particular goal. The third habit is to put first things first, and that means you need to become a prioritizer. This isn't quite being proactive or beginning with the end in mind, but it's using those two tools to then make decisions on what you need to do next. Congratulations, those were the first 3 habits, and they're about your private victories. The next 3 habits are about your public victories because you can't just do this alone. You're going to interact with others on your journey to better health. The fourth habit is to think win-win. Along your journey for better health, you'll probably have to deal with some other people, especially if you have a family. So for example, if you want to start eating healthy for dinner, but your family wants to eat how they've always eaten, which is sometimes healthy, sometimes not, maybe you can make some sort of compromise where they try some healthy meals and you find the balance to enjoy some of the meals you've always enjoyed with them so they don't feel left out. The fifth habit is to seek first to understand, then to be understood. On your health journey, have you ever started a new workout plan or diet, and at first everybody was on board and thought it was great that you were doing that? And then as some time goes by, they're almost annoyed that you're doing that. Well, it's a good idea to ask them why that's bothering them if you want to continue to keep those relationships. Habit 6 is to synergize, which is kind of what it sounds like. Find ways that you can find synergy with others. So if you know that you want to get your family working out, and you know that everybody in your family really likes to run, and you're not so much of a runner, maybe you spend some time to run with them so that everybody's on the same page together, and then you can do your workouts, and maybe they get included in the workouts you like to do. Same thing with diet. Try and find ways to work with others instead of going against the grain all the time. The first 3 habits were about your private victories. The second 3 habits were about your public victories. And the 7th and final habit is to sharpen the saw. And that means to review, to go over what you've done in the past and look to get better at it. Just like sharpening a saw that's been used and great throughout the years, but it gets a little dull and you just need to sharpen it and it gets right back to it. That's just like you. It's the time of year to take a look back at the years past and think, how can I be better? What can I change? So even if you've already seen the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People and you're one of the 40 million people that bought this book, go grab it, take a look at it again, and see how you can do better in 2022. Best of luck to you. I have some more reading to do.
If you haven't worked out in the new year yet, now's your chance. Morgan leads us through a new year workout circuit when SoFlo Health returns.
Focusing on you. Innovations in modern medicine. From your team of experts at UHealth, the University of Miami Health System.
When Rachel Bronstein's skin broke out in red, itchy rashes, she wanted to hide from the world.
I was really at a loss, crying, taking showers, crying. My skin hurt so bad just in water.
Rachel went to see UHealth dermatologist Dr. Gil Josipovich, the director of the Miami Itch Center, who specializes in skin diseases that cause chronic itch.
Large-scale studies have shown that around 13% of the population suffer from chronic itch.
Rachel has atopic eczema, an inflammatory skin disease causing redness, rashes, and severe itch.
Sometimes the eczema can also look like oozing, like a wound, open wound.
Doctor, how does this affect a person's quality of life?
Itch is intensified at nighttime, so when there is a lack of sleep, it affects all the patient's quality of life.
Dr. Josipovich and his team are studying the origins of chronic itch. He put Rachel on a new class of drugs called biologics that block certain proteins which trigger inflammation.
I thought someone put a magic formula on my hands. It went away in one treatment. I couldn't believe it.
Rachel's skin has healed and she is now able to enjoy time with her family.
So there's definitely light at the end of the tunnel.
There you are. Did you know that cleaning your computer monitors can lead to better health? Welcome back to SoFlo Health. I'm Hunter Franke, and sure enough, cleaning your computer monitors is better for your health because the name of the game is removing as much obstruction between you and the information you're trying to process as possible. And that goes for your eyewear as well. And you might be somebody like me who thinks, I don't need glasses, I've got 20/20 vision. And that might be true, but like me, you might have an astigmatism or some other very minor correction that is getting in the way of your productivity because it makes you feel more tired. By your brain fixing any little details that you need, you're gonna feel more tired because you're using more energy. And my optometrist told me that, so now I wear glasses just when I'm at the desk so that I can feel better for a longer period of time and get more done. And I even have blue light blocking filters in here, which don't look yellow like some of the other filters that are out there. That's pretty cool. Name of the game is make sure that you visit your optometrist at least once a year and find the best eyewear for whatever work you do.
Happy New Year. Okay, but now it's time to get to work. So we brought personal trainer Morgan Shapiro to get us in for the new year. Let's go. What are we doing?
We are doing a countdown workout, full body workout. We are going to start with 10 reps, then we go to 9 reps, then we go to 8 reps, all the way down, full body, starting with lunges. Are you ready?
Let's go.
All right, 10 lunges, standing together,
Okay.
reverse, alternating. Ready? Let's go. We're going back 1, together, then 2, all the way to 10. Keep the chest lifted, 90-degree angles.
And last one.
One more. Very good. That was 10. Now we are moving to 9. We are going to do jumping jacks. Get
Okay.
the heart rate up, feet together, hands together.
Yep.
Ready? Let's go. 1, 2. Perfect, in sync. Very
Here we go.
good. All right, now move into those shoulder taps. So now we are going to go 8 reps. Coming down on your mat. Hands are in line with your
How do we
shoulders.
count a rep here?
Feet are apart. We're doing 1, 1.
Got it.
Ready? Let's go. 1, 1, 2, 2. Don't let the hips rock. And 8. Very good. Coming out.
What's next?
All right, that was number 8. So next we have number
7?
7. And we are going to do bodyweight squats in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Down and up. Hips back and down, chest lifted. 3 and 7. Very good. Coming up. Now we have 6. We're going to do mountain climbers, but it's going to be right knee, left knees, 1.
Got it.
Okay? Coming down, hands in line with the shoulders. Butt is down. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go. In 1, 2, 5, and 6. Very good. Staying down because next we are doing plank jacks. So still in a plank position, but the legs go out and in, out and in.
But plank stays.
Yes, plank stays, and we have how many reps?
5.
5. Very good. Feet together. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Very good. Next we have number 4, and we are bringing it right back up, getting up and down. Heart rate's up. Working the core and working the heart a little bit. Hands are behind your head. We have opposite elbow, opposite knee. Little opposite elbow crunch, and then switching sides. That's going to be 1 rep, okay? In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Left, right, that's 1. Left, right, 2, 3, and 4. Very good. Now we are bringing ourselves right back down. We are working the whole entire backside of our body, doing some Supermans because I'm feeling very super this new year. Arms are out front and side. Superwoman. Legs are a little bit apart. Head is in line with the spine.
Yep.
We are going up and down. 2 and 3. And now we are moving to our push-up, and we're only going to do 2, but we're going to get into it quick. Keep the heart rate up.
Okay.
Hands are in line with the shoulders. Head is flat, butt is down. Ready? Let's go. We have 1 and 2 coming up. Very good. Okay, and we are finishing off number 1. We are going to do 1 30-second plank. Coming down on the forearms. In 3.
You like how tricky she was there? Oh, we're going to do 1 30-second plank.
In 3, 2, 1, and hold. Very good. 30 seconds here. Bringing in the new year strong.
Does anybody say Mississippi in their head when they do these?
I do not, but I like that. Super slow-mo. And bringing it down. 1 countdown workout complete. You can go ahead and move through this a few more times. However you're feeling. I say we do at least 4.
Yeah.
So
sure.
Grab some water if you'd like, and then we're gonna get back to work.
We'll get back to work. Morgan, thank you so much.
Thank you.
What was the first one again?
We are starting off with our lunges. Up.
Let's go.
Ready, let's go. Back together.
MyCare Medical is a senior dedicated physicians group that concentrates on diseases and conditions related to seniors. We're a primary care organization that's led by primary care physicians. We are about to hear from Dr. Nemeth, and Dr. Nemeth is going to talk to us about her unique approach to patient care. Her relationship with patients is very important because really what you want is to break down that barrier between the patient and the doctor so they open up and give you more insight. What's driving their health? How can we make sure that they cooperate with the care plan and that it happens in a way that's consistent with better outcomes?
I'm now joined by Dr. Nemeth at MyCare Medical. Thank you so much for being with us today, doctor.
Thank you for having me.
Well, let's start off with, why did you become a physician?
My passion is really patient care. I learned that from my mother. Growing up, I've seen her, how she takes care of other people, not only, the family, but me, a stranger. And I really like that about her. I believe she taught me to serve a higher purpose.
That's lovely to hear. People love to have a physician that truly cares about what they do. And what benefits do you think that conveys to the patient?
What happens is when you are a passionate and compassionate person, the patient feel that, and you kind of like transmit empathy to them, and they feel secure. They feel like they can talk to you and fit the care that you're giving the patient according to their needs, according to their lifestyle.
And would you say that helps them feel more comfortable and then helps you do your job even better?
Absolutely. When I have a patient, I spend a good amount of time with the patient, knowing the patient, knowing what takes the patient, knowing what makes the patient happy. Seniors really love their grandkids, so I would ask them about their grandkids and to know are they involved in their life, to see what their expectation in terms of, lifestyle.
Dr. Nemeth's style is a perfect fit because she really breaks down the barrier between the patient and her. And what that does is opens up the conversation so that we can actually concentrate on delivering a care plan that the patient can cooperate with to get better outcomes for their health.
What would you say separates MyCare Medical from other providers?
That's this unique care plan that we have for the patient. We match, align the patient needs and lifestyle to the care plan that we set forward for them.
Well, doctor, thank you so much for your time and what you do for us.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Could a $500 Goya Seasonings Greetings gift card add to the health of your wallet? Of course, it would. Well then, listen up. Just go to local10.com to enter. The Goya Seasonings Greetings winner will be chosen January 3rd, 2022, so enter today. Go to local10.com for your chance to win the Goya Seasonings Greetings $500 gift card giveaway, because if it's Goya, it has to be good.
Soy, oh soy, does that taste like chicken? Coming up, you'll learn how to prepare your meat replacements to taste just right on SoFlo Health.
Welcome back to SoFlo Health. I'm Hunter Frankie, and today I'm coming to you from my home office, and we're helping you by giving you some tips on how you can take good care of your health even when you're working from the office, whether it's at home, whether you're working remote, or you're actually back in the office. And one way you can do that is, of course, by getting up and moving every so often, as we told you earlier on in the show. And there is a piece of technology that can help you do that more easily, and I have it right here. As you can see, this is a standing desk. Well, it's a desk that can turn into a standing desk, and hold on, let me join you up there. I love my standing desk because I'm able to take a break from sitting and get up here and do some work while standing. Now, if you excuse me, I have a Zoom call that I have to resume. Hey there, sorry about that. I'm doing a show, so I just, you get it, I know. Your boss is pretty rough, huh?
I'm inside of the kitchen at Casa Sensei in Fort Lauderdale, and I'm joined by Chef Robin of POW. Robin, thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me so much.
Well, real quick, what is POW?
POW stands for People in Our World. We're the mother company of Future Foods, and we make plant-based protein.
Nice, and that's what's over here?
Yes.
So what are we talking about right now?
So what we're gonna talk about right now is our mothership, which is our POW. It's our lovely manipulation. It kind of mimics the kind of dark texture of chicken.
Looks like chicken.
Right? Looks like chicken. We can mimic any kind of taste to make it taste like chicken, beef. So we are the most cleanest label of plant-based protein around with just 3 ingredients: soy, salt, and water.
Now, what do we do with it?
What do we do with it? We cook it and we eat it, baby.
Well, let's go.
Let's go. All right, so I got some onions right now going with some light sesame seed oil.
Great.
To get the aromatics. I'm gonna throw our POW in. I'm gonna season it. A little salt, garlic, a little bit of dried cilantro. I'm gonna throw in some a little cabbage, carrots. Get this flipped over here and you're like, wait a minute, we're not even cooking the pal that much. No, so unlike normal protein, our pal's already cooked already.
Right.
So we're gonna add some noodles right here. Got a little bit of pineapple reduction with some ginger. And with anything, we're gonna finish it with some nuts. I hope you guys don't have a nut allergy at home. All right, so now we're gonna plate so we can eat this yumminess.
The Asian flavors really soak up into the pao, and it just tastes like chicken. And like that's kind of the joke almost. It tastes like chicken, but it really does. And it's just really fulfilling, tastes great, and I think it's a wonderful option for people that are looking for something else.
Well, the great thing about this also, it's 19 grams of protein per serving.
Wow. Robin, is there anything else you'd like to share with us?
No, just if you have any questions, you want to find out about our recipes, go to www.getpal.com.
All right, well, thank you so much for sharing this
You're
with
welcome.
me. It is delicious. I'm going back for bite 3, and I'll try and be more modest this time, but thank you so much.
Shove it in your face.
Just... Welcome back to SoFlo Health. I'm Hunter Franke, and we are wrapping up our show from home, well, the home office that is. And whether you're using a standing desk or you're sitting at a desk, where your hands are makes a big difference. In fact, when you're using a keyboard, you want to make sure that when you're sitting, it's on the closer side to you, and then when you are standing, you might want it a little bit farther away. The key here is to make sure that your elbow is at about a 90-degree angle. If you're going to have it not be quite there, it's better to be a little bit on the lower side than the higher side, because then you'll be craning your wrists. And when you're using your mouse, you want to do the same thing. You want to make sure that you have your wrist nice and even with the surface that you're operating it on. And here's another tip. You want to move your mouse from your elbow as a pivot point, not using your wrist. You'll protect yourself and prevent carpal tunnel better this way. Now, I know it's been an interesting show here at my home office, but there's one thing that I keep thinking about it. This area back here, you know, it's kind of plain. Maybe Elena Capra, host of SoFlo Home Project and design expert, can help me out with that. Hey Elena, what's going on later today on SoFlo Home Project?
Hey Hunter, happy holidays and happy new year. So today it's all about beautifying your outdoor spaces by bringing the indoors out. Coming up on SoFlo Home Project, we share great advice on how to create your own personal outdoor oasis. And this is also our last Sunday show. Starting next week, we will be back at our normal time slot on Saturdays at 11 a.m. and we hope to see you then.
Thanks, Elena. We'll be watching. And thank you for watching this week's episode of SoFlo Health. As always, you can watch previous episodes of SoFlo Health on SoFloHealth.com. You can follow us using @SoFloHealth to share with us what you're doing to stay healthy. We hope this was helpful. In fact, share some of your at-home work setups with us. And we'll see you in the next episode. Until then, it's goodbye and good health.